In this tutorial, I will show you some quick logic, how you can log the size of the files which people are uploading. So, for example, you have an app and people can upload images and videos and stuff like that to Firebase, for example. Um, well, perhaps you want to log how many files people are uploading and especially how big these files are. Because, as you know, in Firebase, you are paying for storage. Uh, so for storage and for bandwidth. So yeah, if people upload too much stuff, it's gonna be expensive for you, and of course you don't want that. So what you want to do is perhaps to, for example, tell people, okay, you can upload up to whatever 1 gigabyte, something like that. But to do this, of course, you have to log somewhere how many files or how big the files are that people are uploading. So how can you do that? Um, so in my case, people can upload images and PDFs, and to upload them, they just click on, on a button like this. So, and the logic is pretty simple. It consists of three parts. So first, we have a local upload. Then we have a function which checks the size of the files because Flutterflow doesn't support that natively. And the third part is actually uploading the file. So first, a person just clicks on this button, and what happens is the following. So, well, that's some additional logic. Here's where the fun starts. So at first, we are just uploading the file locally. So select local here and set the name. And what we're getting here is just a uploaded file. So a variable that contains the file, basically. And then we are checking whether the file is actually set. And if it's set, then we are starting this second action. This action actually just contains upload to Firebase action. But since Flutterflow doesn't support several upload file actions within one widget, we have to put this widget, we have to put this action somewhere else, actually within another widget. And therefore, I'm just calling this other widget here with a custom dialog. So this custom dialog called confirm upload dialog takes a file as a parameter. And yeah, I will quickly show you this component. So component, where is it? Confirm upload dialog. So this is like a loading image. I will just disable this for a minute. So this when a person clicks on upload image, he selects the image, it's uploaded locally, and then this component pops up. And they can either cancel it or confirm it. If the person cancels it, it's just dismissed, and I have a data type here. It's just a pair of URL, which is a string or a image path. Let me see. Data types, URL with size. Exactly. So it's double for size and URL for the image path. And whoops, if you press cancel, the dialog is just dismissed, and I am giving back this URL with size data type with URL value empty and size -1. I'm doing this so I can check afterwards whether the user has pressed cancel or confirm. So, and when the user confirms the upload, then what's happening is this. So this is just for the loading indicator. You can ignore these two steps. It's just upload media to Firebase and this needs a lot of dialog. So upload media to Firebase. So we are taking the file which we gave to the component as parameter, and now we are just uploading this. As I said, we couldn't do this in the other action flow because Flutterflow only supports one upload action per action flow, and that's why we are doing it here. So we're uploading this file and giving back this variable. And now again, we are dismissing the dialog just as we when we are pressing cancel. But this time, we're actually filling the URL and size fields. So for the URL, we are taking just the URL, which is returned by this action. And now is where the fun part is. We are putting, for the size, we are now actually calculating the size of the file. And in order to do that, as I said, we gave the file as a parameter to this component. And now that we have the file within this component, we are giving the file to a custom function, which I will show in a few seconds, called getFileSize. And this function just returns the size of the file. And we are giving back the size and the URL of the file back to the original action flow, which I just showed. So it's, give me a second. So let me just start this so I can show this how it works in action in a few minutes. So where was I? Oop. So let's get back to this one. And as you saw, um, 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 so we're calling this custom dialog. We set the value when we are dismissing the dialog. So this returns a value. This is called upload component result here. And then we are checking whether it was dismissed or not, because if it was dismissed, if the action was cancelled, so we pressed cancel instead of confirm, we set the size to be -1, and if we canceled it, well, nothing's gonna happen. But if we didn't cancel it, we can now take the, whoops, for me it's this action. You can ignore these two, it's just some other logic that I'm using here. We are just adding this upload component result, which included the file size and the URL to the Firebase document. And if we wanted to, later we could read out the Firebase document or the Firebase field and just add up all the files that are uploaded with their size, and then we can calculate very easily how much space the user actually used when uploading his files. Of course, what you also need is to delete the corresponding fields when the user deletes the file. So, for example, he uploads 10 files, each 2 MB. Then, well, it's 20 MB that he used there. But now he deletes two. Of course, you will have to subtract the 4 MB that are getting free again from the 20. So, yeah. Some additional logic you will have to implement there, but that's very straightforward and very easy. So now let me show you the custom function, which I talked about earlier. It's the get size, get file size function. So return value is just double. So well, we're returning the file size in megabytes here, and as an argument, we are sending this Flutterflow uploaded file. So, and well, that's the whole code, as you see, very easy. And yeah, it just returns the file size. So let me show this in action for you. So you can use this logic either to log the full size, like, okay, the user uploaded 200 megabytes altogether to add this up, or you can just show the user, okay, hey, you're about to upload a file that's 10 megabytes. Do you really want to do that? You can do something like that too. Because with Flutterflow, as is, you can't just access the file size. So you have to take this custom function here. Firstly, then you have to get the custom component because you can't have two file upload actions in one action flow. And yeah, so let me just log in. So I just logged in, and well, there's a test. candidate here, and I will just upload something there. Well, let's just take this image. So now we're getting this dialog. Hey, do you want to upload this file? This file is 0.05 megabytes big. Do you want to do that? Cancel or confirm. We're clicking confirm here. And then it's being uploaded. So, hope you liked it. Hope it helped. See you next time.